somebody hit your car. Well, ow, ow! Jesus, that is not what you're gonna say. You think you've been delivered from anger till somebody hangs up in your face. Well, I mean, and we all, we're all past people. I don't think about him anymore. I don't think about her anymore till they show up. And then you go, get me out of here. That's how anger works, man. It just comes. So last week we gave a little solution. We kind of talked about, first of all, how does anger happen? First, there's a stimulus. Something has to happen. Right? And then once something happens, you start thinking about it. And then you respond to it. But what most people do, it happens and we respond. That's how we end up getting enemies. Somebody bumped your car, you got out the fight, got whipped. You didn't even think about how big this person was or how many guns or something they had. They just bumped your car, you went, oh, you hit my car, oh. And they got out and you went, oh. There's something happens, you need to think about it first, okay? Something happens, you're supposed to get angry, but think about it. Now, me being angry, what am I going to do and how bad is it going to hurt? If I say what I really want to say right now, what's going to happen to me? If I get pulled over by this police officer and I open the door real quick and hit him, what's going to happen? Let me think about this first. Let me think. Am I on probation right now? If my child says something that makes me angry, if I strike out like I want to, let me see, is this the 5 to 10 deal that I'm working with? Sometimes it just helps to think about it before you respond. Now, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. When it happens, you think you're thinking about it, but you're thinking about your response. And that's the trick that Satan uses. You're a very calm person. He knows he can't get you in jail. He knows you're going to come to service no matter what. But something happens, you get angry, you respond to it. Now you got handcuffs on. Okay? Now you try to fight someone and you couldn't fight. You forgot you couldn't fight. Most people don't know they can't fight until it's halfway into the middle of the fight. And then you start thinking, you know what, I am not doing real good right now. I think I'm bleeding out both sides of my mouth. My eye is swollen shut. I am trying to run, but they keep pulling me back. I am in trouble. So you might need to think about that. Just might need to think about that. The next one that Satan uses, the next trick that we talked about last week was what? Bitterness. That's what happens when you let your anger sit up too long. Bitterness to a Christian is like spoiled meat in a stew. It looks good, stew looks good, but when you taste it, there's something funny about it. Bitterness is like spoiled trash in a can. You don't know how long it's been sitting there and how damaging it is. As a matter of fact, if you've ever looked in some trash before or something on the side of the road or something there and you see little bugs there, bitterness is that thing that keeps you think you're all right, and then the sight of some people or the thought of some things just make you sick. Because bitterness is an indication that you have not really released what you said you used to be angry about. And so what it does is it just continues to kind of linger and hang on and hang around because it still has some of the same effects on you. Okay? And the devil's not going to really change it too much because the old stuff still works a lot.